I'm gonna flash an image on the screen and I want you, the viewer, to tell me what you see. What do you guys see? If you said Power Rangers, it's not called Power Rangers. Stop calling it Power Rangers. It's not called Power Rangers. Well, technically it is. If we want to talk about what Power Rangers actually is, because technically this is Power Rangers, you know, just like technically if I steal someone's J's, they're my J's until they come back and get it from. Power Rangers is in fact its own entity. At this point it might as well be. But whenever anyone on Twitter or anyone in public sees anything related to like Kamen Rider, Garo, Super Sentai, Spider-Man, or like literally anything else in the Tokusatsu transforming hero genre, they just assume it's Power Rangers, because of course they do. It's the only thing they're familiar with, right? You know, I personally don't blame them, but I pray on their downfall. I grew up on Power Rangers, right? So like I grew up on Mighty Morphin, the Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, Power Rangers in Space. A majority of my time in like elementary school, middle school, I watched like Ninja Storm, Wild Force, Dino Thunder, the Goat, SPD, you know, all the Disney era's Power Rangers. So like I grew up on that, right? I wasn't aware what a Kamen Rider was, right? But once I found out in high school and I watched like Gaim for the first time because I was interested in Madoka Magica, then I was introduced to the world of Toku. I still have like a bunch in my backlog, so I'm not exactly a specialist or a connoisseur. I just happen to be obsessed with men in tight spandex and toys made for children in Japan. But like, I get it, right? I get it. I get mistaking that it's Power Rangers, right? But at the same time, educate yourself, you goofy bitch. Stop calling it Power Rangers every time. I edit a video for Broken Ronin, and he's like, Ichigo's Power Ranger form. This don't even look like a Power Ranger, homie. He doesn't even have the helmet on. He has armor in the lines. It's literally like a Kamen Rider, or if you really, really want to push it, it looks akin to something like Go Busters or something, right? Just stop. Oh, stop calling it Power Rangers, man. Bankai. There's a very big distinction when you look between the Power Rangers and the Sentai series that they're based on. So like, for example, when you look at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it's the whole thing of like teenagers with attitude. As the big glowing head found a bunch of ripe young teenagers at the gym and put them in spandex and watched them fight a bunch of giant monsters. Also, a woman can make her monster grow when they fight in the giant robots, right? It's all like quirky. It's fucking Full House, but with giant robots and shit. Yeah,
And that's Hip Hop Keto.
Why, Lord, why? So the original series that's based on Koryu Sentai Zyu Ranger is like some crazy shit about like a bunch of magic warriors who worship their dinosaur god, which is the Megazord or Daizujin. It's like a bunch of magical warriors and characters die all the time, and it's a far cry from whatever the hell's happening over in Saban's basement. And you see this kind of like all over the place. The only exception where the reverse happened is with Go Busters and Power Rangers RPM, where Go Busters with its talking toy like cars and stuff was turned into the AI apocalypse, right? I'm Scottish! So like there's cases like that, but you know, there are distinctions being made. So when I say this isn't Power Rangers when I'm looking at a Sentai suit, it might be because I'm literally referring to just the Sentai team, right? But again, I can't really help it if people are uneducated, stupid, and refuse to watch a Kamen Rider series, but they'll watch anime all day long. They'll watch all 1,000 episodes of One Piece, but they won't turn on a single episode of Kamen Rider Drive or something to educate themselves. They'll sit there and look at low kicks and be like, oh man, I wonder why it has the fucking dark typing, because it's a Kamen Rider Black reference. I can't stop. You know what? No, there's no excuse. It is 2023. If you are not aware of the difference between Kamen Rider Super Sentai with anime and Japanese culture being popular now, if you're just not aware, you're willfully ignorant. You sit there, you look at these guys in their spandex, you're like, you know what, that's a little bit ridiculous for me. I'm gonna go watch my anime for children, made for literal children. They're shonen series, they're made for kids. You goofy bitches, I'm gonna watch it. Just go watch it. I know like the ceiling to get into it is super high, and it's super confusing to know how to get into it, but you can find a way. You guys find a way to jerk off to your hentai. You can find a way to watch Tokusatsu. If you're curious, my favorite series is Kamen Rider Drive. I have the belt right here. Very responsible purchase as a grown ass man. But really, But the biggest difference between Kamen Rider Super Sentai and Garo and all these other Tokusatsu series and Power Rangers, the biggest difference is that one is full of straight white men and the other one is full of gay people.